Have you ever wondered why we stay grounded on Earth? Gravity is the invisible force that holds us and everything around us down. Without gravity, life as we know it would be completely transformed. Imagine having to float wherever you go. Gravity affects how we walk, run, and interact with our surroundings. It keeps our feet firmly planted on the ground. Gravity is not just about falling objects. It's also the reason we have oceans, rivers, and the moon's influence on tides. Every day, we experience gravity in different ways, from how we manage groceries to how we play like children. Did you know that gravity varies from place to place? It's slightly weaker at higher altitudes and stronger near the poles. Gravity also plays a crucial role in space, where celestial bodies attract each other, keeping planets in orbit around stars. In each of these scenarios, gravity is a silent partner in our daily adventures, guiding us in ways we often overlook. Now that we understand gravity's vital role, let's explore what might happen if it became 10 times stronger. If gravity suddenly became 10 times stronger, everything we know would instantly change. Imagine how that would reshape our lives and environment. First, the ground itself would feel like a heavy weight pressing down. Buildings would strain as their structures would be tested. Living organisms, including us, would be affected severely. Everything from your pet cat to giant trees would struggle under this new force. For people, everyday activities would become exhausting. Walking would feel like a monumental task, as feet would feel glued to the ground. Transportation would become a nightmare. Cars and buses would find it harder to move, reducing our speed dramatically. Food sources would also change. Agriculture would suffer under this pressure, leading to lower crop yields and a potential famine. Natural disasters could become more frequent and severe. Earthquakes and landslides would be more devastating under this stronger gravitational force. Our atmosphere would begin to change too. It could become denser, impacting how weather forms and the air we breathe. As we can see, an increase in gravity would create a ripple effect throughout our environment. What might that mean for our future? Imagine waking up to find gravity 10 times stronger. Everyday tasks would suddenly feel like lifting weights, making even simple movements exhausting. Walking would turn into a laborious process. Imagine dragging your feet while your body fights against an overwhelming force pulling you down. Stairs would become daunting mountains. Climbing even a few steps could leave you breathless and sore, reshaping our buildings and designs. Sports and recreational activities would be transformed. Jumping would feel like trying to leap with a weight vest, drastically changing how we play. Transportation would face immense challenges. Cars would feel heavier, making driving and control much more difficult on the roads. Even our physical health would take a hit. The strain on our bodies would result in increased fatigue and potential injuries from simple actions. Social interactions might change too. Gathering in groups could become challenging, as simply moving around would require more effort and care. Ultimately, life under 10 times stronger gravity would require us to adapt our entire way of living. How would we cope with such a dramatic change? Imagine waking up in a world where gravity is 10 times stronger. How would this affect the ecosystems and life forms we are familiar with today? Plants would struggle to grow as their structures would be compressed. Shorter stems and denser leaves might become the norm to withstand the force of gravity. Animal species would also need to adapt. Most creatures would become smaller and sturdier, with strong leg muscles to move under intense gravitational pressure. Ecosystems would fundamentally change, with fewer large animals. The balance of food chains would shift, leading to new species interactions that we cannot yet predict. In these new ecosystems, stress on resources could lead to competition for limited space and food, resulting in evolutionary changes among various species. The human population could face food security issues, as crops might yield less. Agriculture would need innovative strategies to adapt to this new gravitational reality. Human bodies would also undergo long-term adaptations, possibly evolving to have denser bones and stronger muscles for survival amidst the increased gravity. Finally, humanity's relationship with technology would evolve as well, leading to new tools and machines designed specifically to help us thrive in a world of heavy gravity.